Today I want to teach about land subdivision. All those that are interested in understanding about land and real estate generally in Uganda, please pull your seats closer and pay attention to the end. I'm going to talk about how you can cut a small title from a bigger title. The bigger title, we call it a mother title. So if you have bought land, for example, and it is one plot, but the total land where you're getting one plot is 1 acre, how do you cut off that one plot? Or if you buy 1 acre, but the title has 50 acres, how do you get that 1 acre and have its own individual title? This is the same process that real estate companies go through to cut land and have different plots. For example, it can be 2 acres, and 2 acres can produce 16 plots. This real estate company will be having one major title for all the 2 acres and will want to make 16 titles. So that process is called subdivision. Now, so many people have been asking me about processing titles. Every video I make, people ask, how long does it take to process a title? What are the procedures? How much will it cost? But then they do not specify what they mean by processing a title. I made a video about processing land titles generally because there are different categories of processing of land titles. For example, there is a category that I have just mentioned where you have a mother title and you want to cut a smaller title. Then there is what we refer to as registering land, or in a layman's language, transferring a title. Meaning there you have a title for only that piece of land and you want to change it from the former owner to you, the current owner. Then there is another category where you have land that has never had a land title. For example, customary land in Western Uganda. Personally, I have customary land which I converted to freehold, and now I have a land title. So that is a separate process. It is different from what I'm talking about. That one, I made a video where I explained all that. But in this video, I'm going to concentrate on someone who has a title and wants to cut smaller titles. Or you want to cut one small title off that one. We call that land subdivision. And it is done in the land registry under the Ministry of Lands. This is the process that you go through to subdivide or to cut your land title. It starts on the ground. It doesn't start in the lands office. It starts on the ground with a surveyor. Now, this surveyor will come with their gadgets, which pick coordinates. So on the ground, you have to show the surveyor where that land is going to pass, the boundaries, the actual boundaries. If you already have bought the land, it means you need even the neighbors to be there so that the surveyor captures the exact boundaries in the presence of neighbors so that nobody says later, you know what? Your title entered into my land. So you do it in the presence of your neighbors and preferably even LCs if you can. So the surveyor will capture the coordinates and all the data that is required. Then the next step, you will need the original title and what we call mutation forms. That mutation form will be signed by the person on the title. We call that a registered proprietor. If you hear someone say, who is the RP? Know that they are referring to the registered proprietor, the current owner registered with the Ministry of Lands as the owner of that land. So for lands to cut off a piece of his or her land title, there is need for him or her to consent that I am allowing my land to be divided. So that is what we call a mutation form. In addition to the mutation form and the title, this person will also provide his passport photo and a copy of the national ID. So these, together with the files that the surveyor created, will be taken to the Ministry of Lands in the Lands Registry. For those around Kampala, the Land Registry is in Wakiso, near the district head offices. For those in Ruwero and Nakasongola, it is in Bukalasa. The Lands Registry will take about 2 months to process for you the new titles. Note that the old title, which we refer to as the mother title, will also change a bit because they have removed. It's like having a loaf of bread and you pick pieces. What you remain with is no longer complete. So even on this title, the size will change, because if it was like an acre, that is 100 decimals, and 25 decimals have been cut off, it means only 75 decimals have remained. If there are even roads that have been cut off, then it will even be less. So the size will be changed, and also the plot number will be changed. So next time you want to buy a plot of land and somebody shows you a title and you find the size is changed, and you also find the plot number is also cancelled and a new plot number is there, do not think it is forged. That is because of subdivision of land. After the new titles have come out, what you have cut off from the mother title will come when it is in the names of the person on the other mother title. Some people tend to think that when you subdivide, the title will come when it is now in the new name. No, transferring the title or registering the title is a different process. You have to first finish subdividing, and after that, you now transfer. That means after subdivision, you'll have again to take the title that has been cut off through the normal process of transferring it to your name. I've already made several videos that explain what you need to do that, so I will not repeat. Please, in case you don't know, scroll and watch them. I am Robert Bake, Mr. Inspiration, CEO of Win-Win Properties. Please support me by buying land and houses from me. I only sell land that has legit titles. I don't go into things of administrators or things that are not clear. So when you buy land from me or through me, just know you have bought good land. Please repost this video and don't forget to follow my accounts. I love you. Bye-bye.